10, would recommend, so good. Think of it as if coffee cake and banana bread had a baby. It's coffee cake banana bread. I feel like we can all agree that the best part of coffee cake is the crumbly topping. I think that's like a universally recognized fact. So why not take the best part of coffee cake and add it to another great treat, banana bread. Coffee cake banana bread. The link to this exact recipe can be found in the captions, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a recipe. So first things first, I'm going to preheat my oven to 325 degrees and make my crumble topping. This will go in the refrigerator while we make the base of the banana bread, and then we'll take it out to assemble. Here I have my flour, a little bit of brown sugar, just a pinch of salt, and cinnamon. I like to just mix this up by hand. Make sure all of the pieces of brown sugar are combined evenly with the flour, and distribute the spices and salt. I probably should have used a bigger bowl, but here we are. We'll make it work. A little bit on the countertop. I'm going to add in my melted butter and just use a fork to combine everything. What you want is to make sure that there are no dry bits of flour in here. After refrigerating it, it will clump together a little bit nicer. For the most part right now, all we want is like a paste. Everything is going to be moistened with the butter, and just make sure there are no dry bits left. The refrigerator is going to do the rest of the work for us. It's going to solidify a little bit, and then when we go to assemble, we'll crumble this right on top of the banana bread base. So that's done. I'm going to get the rest of the ingredients for the banana bread. Banana bread is obviously best with overripe bananas, so you can use those if you have them, but if not, I have a trick for you. A few minutes ago, these bananas looked like this. All you have to do to achieve overripe bananas is bake them at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Make sure you remove any stickers from the banana or if there's any plastic on the top. They'll caramelize nicely and they'll have a very soft texture that's similar to overripe bananas. I've sliced open my 3 bananas and I'm going to add them to the bowl. I'm going to use my fork to mash up this banana. It's so soft that it really does not require a lot of elbow grease at all. I've assembled the rest of my ingredients for the banana bread, and I have a whisk just to combine the eggs and the liquid with the bananas, make sure it's nice and smooth. And then once we add our flour, I'm going to switch to a rubber spatula, and that's what I'll be using to spread the batter into the pan as well. So we'll start with adding our extra. Some milk, both white sugar and brown sugar. Alright, we'll add those in. You might have to break up the brown sugar a little bit if it's hardened at all. You don't want clumps of sugar in your bread, so make sure those are all broken up before you start to whisk. I have vanilla extract in the recipe, but I actually didn't have the extract at home, so instead what I used is the vanilla powder, and I've added it to my flour already. So although you don't see the vanilla extract in here, rest assured that I used it. Now that this is mostly combined, I'm going to add my melted butter. I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients, but the reason that I've switched from a whisk to a rubber spatula is because anytime you introduce liquid to flour, that is when gluten forms. So even if you're whisking and over whisking, the last thing you want is a tough banana bread. And I feel like with a rubber spatula, it just makes it a lot easier to prevent over mixing. So you have a soft and tender banana bread. I'll add these right into the wet mixture. And we'll give this a stir just until combined. Now I'm just going to get my baking pan that I have prepared. Here I have my bread pan that's been sprayed with baking spray and has a piece of parchment paper in it. I like this pan because it has like a hard edge. I feel like it is more just attractive that way, and these USA pans are great. Nothing sticks to them, and there's a really nice heat distribution, so these are some of the favorites that I have in my collection. The parchment, it's like you get two little handles, so it makes it easier to pull out the banana bread once it's been cooked. I took my crumble topping out of the refrigerator and broke it into about pea-sized pieces and sprinkled it evenly across the banana bread. Now we're going to put this in our 325-degree oven and bake it for about 65 to 70 minutes until it is done in the center. This banana bread looks so good. The best part of banana bread is when you see like those black speckles in there, you know it's gonna be good. I can just tell how tender this is. Again, the key to that is not over mixing when you're making the batter. First, I'm gonna try the crumble topping because, as we've decided, it's the most important part. It's so crumbly. It tastes just like a streusel from coffee cake. I feel like banana bread is like the ultimate comfort food. It's just so good. If you like this recipe, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss future recipes. And if you give this a try, let me know what you thought in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.